Since the Oakland A's have a full coaching staff and 0 free agents to worry about re-signing, not to mention the only arbitration player, Rowan Wick, was released, that means that we can get right into the offseason. On your screen are 3 pitchers that we're considering offering deals worth under $10 million per year to. Mike Soroka, who has been good at over a 2 WAR in each season in this franchise, Tyler Glasnow, who has been just as good if not a touch better, and Eric Lauer, who might come at the best value of all 3. We're offering all 3 of these pitchers deals worth $9.5 million per year, and to continue bolstering the bullpen, we're looking into Jonathan Loaizaga as well, who has been a decently consistent in WAR, though his ERA did balloon a little bit last year. We end up offering to Tyler Glasnow, Eugenio Suarez at third base, Mike Soroka, Eric Lauer, Paul Goldschmidt, Tim Anderson, and Lucas Sims. They would all come at more of a value than you might think, since Goldschmidt is 37 years of age. Tim Anderson isn't even an 80 overall for someone who looked like they would be a bona fide superstar. And Suarez, to my surprise, doesn't really have the competitive market I thought he would. Lucas Sims is our first no answer as he goes to the St. Louis Cardinals. Tim Anderson, however, is the first yes. We are hoping to get the Tim Anderson from 2019 to 2022, not these past 2 seasons in this franchise. Dylan Floro will be with another new team as the Angels sign him for 1 year, $15.6 million. That's insane. Danny Jansen is the Mets' new catcher for 3 seasons. First trade of the offseason since Jose Iglesias, Yasmani Grandal, and Grant Holman to the Dodgers for their 3rd round pick last year, Jeremy Johnson, a player I wish I selected, but we have him now. Around the league, Max Fried to the Brewers. Teoscar Hernandez is traded back to the Mariners for Sexyama Handsome and Jim Martin. Our A's do bring in Oscar Gonzalez, who hasn't broken out yet, but we think he has the potential to do so, along with an elite arm in right field, and he comes at, once again, our price. We also got Loaizaga, if you didn't see that as well. Corbin Burns is now a San Diego Padre. Pete Alonso signs with the Rays. Shane Bieber will be moving to San Francisco. Brandon Woodruff is the Marlins' new ace. And Zach Wheeler to the Padres to go with Corbin Burns. More trades as we ship Cesar Fernandez, Jeremy Ironman, and Raimel Tapia to the Marlins to receive channel member Colby Gaynor. Welcome in, Colby. 3 players are shipped to the Rays for third baseman prospect Junior Caminero. We needed another first base prospect, so we flipped Jarvis King to the Rays for Kyle Manzardo. A new starter is in town as Eric Lauer does commit to a 1-year, $9.5 million deal with our A's. The Rule 5 draft comes up, and there's some news there. The Rockies take 25-year-old 79 potential starter JT Ginn out of our organization, so we wished him the best of luck there. Biggest shocker, Juan Soto goes to the Royals for 6 years. Gleyber Torres to the Nationals. Look at these small markets go. Unfortunately, Tyler Glasnow is also headed to San Diego. Woof. But that's fine. We'll work with Eric Lauer. The last domino falls as Goldie finally commits to his 2-year, $15 million deal to be our version of David Justice in the Moneyball era. He'll sell tickets, but he's a shell of what he once was, and he's only declining from here. Still plenty of budget room, but we're not expected to compete yet. So we have just spent some money out there as the top 4 players in salary are all newbies on the squad. Oh, you thought the offseason was done? No. Welcome to the A's, Jordan Walker. Now that is a building block for us. With Nolan Arenado stunting his growth, we pried him off of the Cardinals for 3 pretty solid prospects. Next, we need another catcher prospect, and we flipped the Red Sox Christian Franklin for Jay Jacobson from last year's draft. It is time to rid ourselves of failing prospects like JJ Bleday and Christian Pache, as they get packaged with Lawrence Butler to acquire Julio Nivar from the Reds. Their first round pick was a guy that we coveted, and now he is ours. Ken Waldichuk has been trash for us, and the Phillies send a couple of prospects over for him. As much as I love what Leo Farrell has brought to our team, he is reaching arbitration after the season, and with Tim Anderson, we no longer need him in our big league club, so we're going to bring in prospect Bope Buttersworth. Then we head into spring training, and although our team goes 11-16 in the spring, there's some good takeaways from it. Jordan Groshans earned a spot on this team. Oscar Gonzalez is looking really good. The real Reed Hoffman is back and standing up. Tim Anderson could be incredible for this team. Maybe watch out for Thomas Rodriguez, though he's been a bit of a spring training warrior. Kenny Stevens is looking like the top pick we want him to. Seth is, well, he's Seth Brown. Reggie Rossi is just a spring training beast as well. And hello, Sherten Apostle and Shea Langoliers. As for pitching, every single starter in spring training disappoints except Jose Suarez. Acevedo and McBride were nice out of the pen. Colby Gaynor and Loizaga were incredible together. Alvarado and Jackson stunk up the joint. And Curtis Ellis was surprisingly awesome. Our final lineup versus righties will be as follows: Hoffman, Goldie, Seth Brown, Kenny Stevens, Oscar Gonzalez, Timmy Anderson, Jordan Walker, Jordan Groshans, and Shea Langoliers. Then versus lefties, we'll have Hoffman, Timmy, Goldie, Thomas Rodriguez, Gonzalez, Groshans, Sherten Apostle will get his chance, Kenny Stevens, and still Shea Langoliers. Starting rotation is Jose Suarez, Eric Lauer, Yuri Perez, Shintaro Fujinami, and Gavin Williams. With McBride, Ellis, and Acevedo in long relief, Alvarado, Jackson, and Alvarez in mid-relief, Loizaga as the setup man for Colby Gaynor to close out games. Stay tuned for information about your prospects, but first, opening day. Opening day 2025. The Oakland A's at home at Pandora Field in Oakland, California, taking on the Miami Marlins. The Marlins have a couple of familiar faces. Our season projections this year have Paul Goldschmidt dominating on this team and being the best player in the catalyst, which is what he was kind of signed to do, but he is waning at 37 years of age, and we'll have to see if he can hold true to these numbers. One thing that is cool is Reed Hoffman projected to steal 39 bases, but I'm hoping that he will steal more. He has the talent to do so, but can he stay on the field? One guy who's been on the field a lot, Jose Suarez, 33 starts last year, 10-15 record, a 3.18 ERA. Didn't get the run support. Can he do it this year? Raimel Tapia, former A, goes down swinging for out number 1 on the season. Third hitter, Luisa RAZE, goes down swinging as well. A couple of strikeouts for Suarez to open up. He will oppose Sandy Alcantara today. A 12-10 record, 3.32 ERA for him last year. Again, not a guy with a lot of run support. Reed Hoffman, the leadoff hitter on this team, goes down on a ground ball to second base. Paul Goldschmidt in his first at-bat as an Oakland A. He hits this deep out to left field. It is up against the warning track and caught. Ryan De La Cruz in the top half of the second inning with 2 away. He will swing and miss strike number 3. Kenny Stevens, the first-round pick in year number 1, goes down swinging with his first at-bat. Oscar Gonzalez with 1 away. His first Oakland A at-bat is a ground out to third base, so he's gone as well. Tim Anderson, would his first at-bat as an Oakland A be? Well, a fly out to left field as Alcantara making quick work of this lineup. Andre White comes up in the top of the third, and he's going to get the first base hit of the game, a bloop right in front of Kenny Stevens playing at center. There's a strikeout, though, of Jorge Mateo. And Raimel Tapia going into foul territory with a pop-up. Seth Brown tracking it, and tough play, but he makes it. Down to the bottom of the third, where Jordan Walker in his first major league at-bat with the ball club hits it to the corner, and he will find his way to second base with a double. Leadoff double in the bottom half of the third. That is his first career major league hit. And Jordan Walker out of all people, get the first Oakland A hit of the year. Then there's Reed Hoffman. There's one taken into right, drops in front of the right fielder, and look at Walker score. 1-0 A's. That brings up Goldschmidt, who laces one into center field. That'll be caught. However, the tag-up attempt coming home and scoring. So 2-0 lead for Oakland. Here's Luis Arraez with one away, and Arraez puts this into the left field corner. Hoffman giving chase all the way over to the warning track. That'll be a double for Luis Arraez with one away. That brings up Jazz Chisholm. He goes down swinging on the slider away. Suarez, 5th strikeout of the game. Rhys Hoskins comes up, and this one's into shallow right field. Seth Brown ranging. Look at the range on Seth Brown for the play. Jordan Walker in the bottom of the 5th. Look at this man ripping one out to left field. It is in the first couple of rows, but it doesn't matter. It's the first home run of Jordan Walker's career, and it's his 2nd career hit. He is having a huge game today at Pandora Field. Jordan Walker, welcome to the squad. You are doing it, baby. Paul Goldschmidt comes up, laces one. That comes off of the glove down there at third base, and he will be safe to drive in another run. It's 4-0. Top of the 6th, Mateo rips one out to right center field, and Jorge Mateo got it in the stands. It is gone. Jorge Mateo hits it 392 feet for obviously his first homer this season, first run for the Marlins on the season, as Luis Arraez just continues to have a little bit of a tough time. 2 strikeouts on the day. He did have a nice double, though. Groshans, nice throw to first. That'll get us through the top half of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 7th, where Reed Hoffman is doing, well, Reed Hoffman-like things. Hitting one into the left field corner. He's going to find himself at 2nd. Look at this attempt to score, and Langoliers crosses the plate for a 5-1 lead, and then Seth Brown does what he does best, hitting nukes out to right field. That is gone. Nice pull home run, 384 feet. There's his first of the year. We expect a few of those, I would imagine. And in comes Jonathan Lasagna, or Loizaga. 5-2 record last year, 9 holds. We just want him to finish this game out, and he gets Mateo swinging. Mateo did have the homer. Here's Tapia, 1 for 3, make it 1 for 4 on the strikeout. He struck out a couple of times today. Former A, Jace Peterson, just going to strike out looking. You got too many former A's in your lineup. You know you're not doing the job as a GM. Here's Jazz Chisholm, and Oscar Gonzalez up against the wall. He will not get that one. Jazz Chisholm, the cover boy, gonna hit his first home run of the season, 354 feet. So 2 solo shots for Miami. And this play easily made by Tim Anderson to end the game. 7-2. Oakland winning on opening day. Jose Suarez will start at 1-0. Sandy Alcantara starts at 0-1. 7 runs on 8 hits, no errors. And now we'll check out the AAA opening day. Las Vegas Aviators going into Reno to face the Aces and Umberto Castellanos, a 26-year-old. I know I butchered that name. Don't even bother. Dino Valenzuela, however, that name I can say. 6'5" pitcher. We want to see what he can do, and he gets a strikeout of Division de los Santos. What a name. Roby Enrique is just going to dribble this one to third. He is thrown out. That ends the 2nd inning. Just a nice pitching performance right now. Reno up 1-0. Here's Poisson. He's going to get the 2nd out, but that drives in the 2nd run. Roby Enriquez gets this one down the third baseline, and he just couldn't make the play. Oliver Kennedy wanted to do it. He just couldn't get it done. And there's a nice throw to second base. There you go. Picking a guy off trying to steal. Miguel Castro, 29 games pitched last year. He's trying to close this thing down. And Castaneda, our 2nd first-round pick, look at this. A throwing error is going to find him at first. It's 3-1. That brings up Robert Poisson. He had a chance to do something, but unfortunately, it's a routine fly ball to center field. So we go to the top of the 8th. Jeremy Johnson, big guy we traded for. That is a lace into center field, attempting to score the second run of the game. It will come through as Caminero, another guy we traded for this offseason, will score. Here's Castaneda. We want to see big things from him, but unfortunately that is a fly out to right field. So to the bottom of the 8th, Division de los Santos up against Jebediah Pimpersheem, who's now at AAA. He was at AA last year in the playoffs. He gives up a run. Here's Jackson Merrill off a sexy Yama Handsome, and unfortunately it's a double play ball. And with 2 away in the top of the 9th, this is the last chance. It's Poisson, though, putting it down the right field. Unfortunately, the right fielder does a great job playing it, so it will not be a double. And that'll bring up Joshua Baez, who will walk. 2 on now. And that puts the leading run at the plate. It's Junior Caminero, but unfortunately he will strike out. The throw to first will end the ball game as the Reno Aces ruin opening day for our Las Vegas Aviators. Humberto Castellanos will start out 1-0. Sexyama Handsome on the save. Dino Valenzuela 0-1. In the second game of the season, look at Oakland go. A 9-2 win over the Miami Marlins. Hoffman with a solo shot. Kenny Stevens hit a homer. Just so much scoring going on with this A's team. I love it. The Sod Poodles. Here we go. Another matchup against the Sod Poodles for our Midland Rockhounds who opened the season. And Julio Nivar, another acquisition in the offseason, hitting his first home run with us. That is a bomb, a 3-run shot for Julio Nivar. And there is a lot of exciting players in this organization now. Here's Jay Jacobson, another new acquisition. And he hits this thing all the way up against the wall. It does Karim off the wall. Could have went over, but it's still going to score another run. Hans Kraus getting the start today, 26-year-old starting pitcher. Pretty soon it'll be time to give up on him as a prospect if he can't make the climb, but he does get the strikeout there and the strikeout to end the first inning. Hans Kraus starting out very well in this season, bottom of the 4th, and the little meatball can't get there. I know that is a nickname that has caught on. I appreciate you guys for embracing our mighty meatball. But that's the first run of the game for the Sod Poodles. This one, a peel down to 3rd, and he is out of there. 5-1 game in the bottom of the 5th. Tristan English down the first baseline. Navarre, look at that, flashing the glove as well. Luke Berryhill goes down swinging as Jorge Mercedes in the game to just finish this win off, hopefully. But Gavin Conticello has something to say about it. Shades of Jazz Chisholm in the Major League opener, as Gavin Conticello just going to add a run for the Sod Poodles. But in this 6-2 game, there's a strikeout of Diego Castillo, the 9-hole hitter. He goes 0 for 4 on the day. And then Vance Vizcaino also to go 0 for 4 on the day, with look at Ricky Cousins getting back there to make the catch, as the Rockhounds will win this one 6-2 in their opener. Hans Kraus starting out 1-0. Now the moment that a lot of you have been waiting for to find out about some of your user prospects. We will start with our division, the AL West. The Astros have starting pitcher Bloodlust Bear, who is a 67 overall at 18 years old right now, and he has A potential. Center fielder Willie Mays Hayes is a 64 overall, 19 years old, C potential, and he's already in AA. Over to the Angels, where they have shortstop Alex Leak, a 58 overall, 22-year-old A potential player. Our Athletics have a couple of your guys that we have traded for. Center fielder Christoph Hornsworth III, 69 overall, 20 years old, B potential. And then there's closer Colby Gaynor, 78 overall, 22 years old, A potential. And of course, he's in our Major League roster. The Mariners have starting pitcher E.J. Moeller, 68 overall, 20 years old, B potential in AAA. Remember, he was in the postseason. Relief pitcher Brady Magan, 59 overall, 19 years old, B potential in AA. First baseman Parker Story is a 54 overall, but he has 99 potential. at 21 years old. It may take a while for him to get up there, but he could be one of the best players when he does. He's at A-ball right now. The Rangers have third baseman Laverne Kane, a 58 overall, 19-year-old B potential, and they're starting him in A-ball as well. Over to the AL East, where the Orioles have starting pitcher Harrison Jones, a 65 overall, 19-year-old B potential. He's playing in Triple-A right now. Left fielder Laban Baker, 62 overall, 19-year-old B potential. He is in Single-A. The Rays have first baseman Jack Klink, a 71 overall, 23-year-old B potential. He is in AAA, and this is his third team. He was on the Phils and Padres previously. Red Sox have closing pitcher Greg McAdoo, a 67 overall, 18-year-old A potential closer. Yankees have starting pitcher Chris Horn, a 78, 19-year-old A potential. The AL Central, the Guardians have center fielder Roberto Rambush, a 67 overall, 20-year-old B potential. The Twins have shortstop Austin Johnson, a 63 overall, 21-year-old B potential. The White Sox have two outfielders, right fielder Noah Germanis, a 61 overall, 19-year-old B potential, and then center fielder Frank Rivas, a 57 overall, 19-year-old B potential. Over to the NL East, where the Braves have shortstop Johnny Keys, a 68 overall, 19-year-old C potential. The Mets have three guys. Starting pitcher Tanner Danielson, a 69 overall, 22-year-old C potential in AAA. Then in AA, they have starting pitcher Larry Klink, a 59 overall, 89 potential 18-year-old. The Nationals have closer Nelson Bullock, a 69 overall, 88 potential, 18-year-old. The Phillies have closer Xavius Klink, a 75 overall, 23-year-old A potential, and relief pitcher Bruce Gordon, a 60 overall, 18-year-old B potential. Over to the NL Central, where the Brewers have starting pitcher Calvin Mentor, a 58 overall, 18-year-old B potential. Cardinals also have a starting pitcher in AA, that's Matt Rumping, a 61 overall, 18-year-old B potential. Cubs have starting pitcher 74 overall, 19-year-old A potential Noah Creech, who is playing in AAA. Then the Pirates have three starting pitchers. One of them is Johnny Lubick, a AAA pitcher, 73 overall, 22-year-old C potential. Starting pitcher Matt Seward is in the majors at 71 overall, 19 years old, and a B potential. Starting pitcher Benji Chan is a 64 overall, 18-year-old B potential in AA. Finally, in the NL West, it is the Diamondbacks with relief pitcher Ribbit Hoffman, a 67 overall, 21-year-old C potential. He's in the majors. Then there's the Dodgers with starting pitcher Justin Deisering, 64 overall, 19-year-old A potential in AA ball. We've played him before. And then the Giants have four players. Center fielder LJ Arguelles, 61 overall, 22-year-old B potential in AA. Third baseman Edsel Escobedo, a 57 overall, 21-year-old B potential in Single-A. Starting pitcher Jabari McKee, a 66 overall, 19-year-old B potential in AA. And catcher Kenny McCormick, 52 overall, 19-year-old B potential in AA. The Rockies have the most, with 5 user players there. Starting pitcher Troy Gordon, a 66 overall. He's 19 years old, B potential. He's in AAA. He is joined in AAA by Casey Wood, who is a 69 overall, 19-year-old B potential starting pitcher, and shortstop Cole Fleming, who is a 59 overall, 20-year-old B potential. In Single-A, they have third baseman Zachary Paxton, a 57 overall, 19-year-old B potential, and in AAA as well is catcher Nico Rossi, a 68 overall, 19-year-old C potential. We will get more on your user prospects throughout this series. I do plan at one point on giving you guys a comprehensive stats look if we can get it. Obviously, you'll see more stats in the majors because this game just doesn't keep the history of minor league stats. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, enjoyed taking a look at some of your prospects, enjoyed the offseason, and hopefully you guys are ready for Season 3 with this squad. What do you think of the lineup? What do you think of the pitching staff? Let me know. Drop some comments down below. Continue your incredible support on this series by making sure you like and share all these videos. It really does help the channel grow, and it has been growing, so I must appreciate you guys so very much. Thank you. Thank you to all the channel members who go above and beyond with their support. And in case nobody has told you guys today, I love you all, FG fam.